Today I'm going to show you the latest from Estetica. This is Estetica's Haven in R826H. All the details coming up. This wig style was sent to me by Wig Studio One for this review today. You can find it at Wig Studio One. All you have to do is go below the video, expand the description box. I will attach a direct product link in the description. If you click on that link, it will take you out to the Wig Studio One website where you can see all of the colors and the pricing. Estetica brand is an automatic 30% off at checkout at Wig Studio One. We invite you to shop at Wig Studio One. If you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. And don't forget to visit us on our other social media, a private Facebook group called the Wig Studio One Wig and Topper Support Group, a very well-appointed Instagram page, and a lot of variety on the Wig Studio One YouTube channel. All of those links are below. Estetica's Haven is going to be heaven on earth for a lot of you out there that like a short beach wave, choppy bob style with a light density and some beautiful cap features. So looking at this all the way around, you can see it's just the perfect length, right around 10 to 11 inches all in all. And that front piece is about 10 to 10.5 inches. Okay, now you do have some nice waves that have been taken down and tapered extremely, lending itself to that very feathery light density. And it features a full lace front and a full monofilament top, open wefted sides and back. So the other layering here, you're going to see a 10 to 11 inch piece off of the crown, about a 3.5 inch nape. Now that nape is being overlapped, so there's no issues with coverage back there. About a 6.5 inch layer here on the sides, so that kind of lends to that kind of shaggy, choppy look. Because of all this layering and choppy texture, you may not even realize that it's on a slight angle here. So you see that it's kind of a blunt cut, but each one of those layers has been really highly texturized on the ends. And the way the layering meets up, it does create a very subtle angled look. And again, I just can't say enough about the perfect length here. So I'm very short, about 3 inches from my chin down to my collarbone, 3 to 3.5, and then I'm only 6.5 from hairline to chin. So on most of you out there, this is probably going to appear a little bit shorter on you than it does on me. So just above the collar on most people. But what strikes me about this the most, I think, is the easy breezy, very light, low density of this style. So a couple things are happening here. You've got this beautiful Estetica fiber, which is very fine and silky to the touch. And it doesn't have a ton of body, but nor does it need a lot of body, just because it has a more of a feathery, wispy look, appeal, and movement. And then the other is that it doesn't have much PERMATEASE. So a voluminous look isn't going to be sustained on this. So you're going to have just a mild amount of PERMATEASE in the middle of the style, basically none at the nape. And it's just enough to cover wefting and maybe give a little bit of lift where it needs it. It seems light on the head, around 3 ounces. So it's just that kind of style. So in the product photos, it kind of looks like it might be a heavier density, right? It's not. It's a very low density. Now you could go in and add a bang to this style, or at least a shorter fringe. I think that would look beautiful. And right out of the box, it was kind of parted a little bit right of center. Now, it's a full monofilament top, so you can make this part anywhere you want it. So if I wanted to move this over, I might need a little bit of product and some training. Let's get up close on these lace monofilament features here. So the lace front does not extend, so it just runs temple to temple. However, I feel like everything is well obscured. It's a very well done lace front. There's fine knotting there. And then with your monofilament top, you're going to see that seam. That seam is very obvious. The seam that leads from the lace front to the single monofilament. This kind of reminds me a bit of what John Renault accomplishes with their light collection. Just lighter densities, just lighter all over with some really nice cap features. So I feel like this is a good answer to something like, it really reminds me of January. And January has a ton of density, just the regular January does. So this would be a good alternative to that January as well. So you can see it looks really pretty. You can get some fluffy volume just being done by the curl and the wave. But I definitely think you're going to need some product in order to hold that into the style. So let's get into this color, a stunning light to medium brunette. It's not rooted. This R826H starts with a medium golden brown, and then it's highlighted with some gold blonde, some light gold blonde. And they do kind of have some chunkiness in places. Now I have also experienced the Caramel Kiss by Estetica, and I feel like this is not as dark as a tone as the Caramel Kiss is. And again, this one is not rooted, but you can see some of the more chunky, bold highlights. They do have some chunkier highlights ran right up to the lace front here. That really does a beautiful job of brightening up around the face. And then it also gives a little bit of framing for the face as well. Here's a look at the inside of the cap for Estetica's Haven. There's that temple to temple lace front that stops at the ear tab, a seam that adjoins the single monofilament top here. A nice low density giving you the realistic look of scalp from both of the monofilament features. An open ear tab, an open nape, with the hook and pocket type adjusters. A lot of wefts, a lot of stretch. This is typical Estetica and will probably fit an average large better than it would a petite average. Works beautifully with glasses. There's limited PERMATEASE and a very light density. It fits beautifully between the ear and the ear tab. So glasses are a thumbs up for this style. So let me go ahead and just manipulate this around a little bit so you can see the density, the movement. We'll see you next time right here at TAZ's Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1.